back to my channel, Oye Steph, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm excited to share this content with you. So you already know by the title, we're going to do my brows, so let's get right into it. Here are all the things that I use. So I use aloe vera, Reflectocil Oxidant, Reflectocil Tint, scissors, a razor, tweezers, an angle tint brush, a glass jar for your tint, disposable applicators, mascara wand, concealer brush, and some cotton pads. So the first thing that I do when I'm getting ready to tint my brows is wiping them with a little bit of water. I wipe them to get rid of all of the dirt and oils. Because you don't want your eyebrows to be dirty when you do the tint, because then the tint won't last as long, or it just won't tint your brows very well. So I clean my brows and then I tweeze them. I tweeze the bottom, all the hairs, and then I go in with some aloe vera and I put a good amount on my brows. Good enough so that when I use my razor, I am able to remove the hairs very smoothly. So for my top part of my brows, I just use the razor. For the bottom part, I use the tweezers. So I know that some people use the razor to do their entire brow, but for me, you tweeze the bottom hairs and then I do the top with the razor, because it just gives it more of a sharp and clean look. That's why I use the razor just for the top. But also I wanted to let you guys know that this the way that I am tinting my brows and prepping them before the tint is going to make your brows it's going to make the tint last much longer. You have to make sure that your prep before tinting is like immaculate. Like, it has to be your brows need to be clean. Don't just go in, make your solution, tint your brows and think that they're going to be perfect. No. You have to make sure that you're going to tint on clean brows. And then, so once I'm done with my razor, I wipe off the aloe vera and wipe off all the excess hairs and everything. Make sure that everything is nice and clean. And then I go in with my scissors. I use my mascara wand to help me cut the hairs evenly. So I just cut all the extra long hairs with that, and then after that I go in and make my solution. So let me tell you a tip of making your tint solution. So you have to use 50-50 of the tint and the oxidant. Make sure that it is 50-50, because if you have way more oxidant than tint, your brows are not going to tint very well. Okay, so make sure that you guys are trying your best to do 50-50 for your solution to make your tint. And then I go in and I just start tinting my brows. And what I do is I try to follow my natural brow as much as possible. I literally try not to go over. It may happen, and that's okay, but follow your natural brow line. You don't want to go over or do too little. You want to make sure you follow that natural brow line so you can get a natural brow like this. You see, that looks very natural. It looks a little bit thicker, but that's okay. It's just a part of the process. That is absolutely okay. But I really want to let you guys know that that's also another little tip. Another tip is make sure you follow your natural brow line, because then you're either going to have them too thick, or your arch is going to be messed up, or the front of your brow will be either too square or too round, or just not even. So y'all make sure that you follow your natural brow line, especially for women who have thick brows. You want to make sure you follow your natural brow. For women who have thinner brows, you can go ahead and still follow that natural brow line, but you want to make sure you do that first and then go in and add a little bit more. So as you saw, the brows were tinted, I let that tint sit for 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes, I go in and I wipe the front part only of my brow, because I like to have that ombre look on my brows. I like to have the front lighter and then it blends into dark towards the end. And I use the mascara wand to kind of brush it to make it like look like an ombre. And then I wait an extra 5 minutes to remove the end part, and then I go in and remove the whole thing, and I clean them nice and clean, make sure all the tint is off, and then I go in and I start to conceal them. I like doing the concealer because it just makes it look so much better, like very sharp, very clean. It just gives it that little boost after tinting them, and they just look so much better. Like they really be popping, like they really do. But also if this is gonna be your first time, or if you're trying out new tints or new just eyebrow what do you call it? Wow, it's not coming to me. Just a new way to do your brows. Just remember that every woman's brows is different. Everyone's skin is different. So you just have to find the best tint for your brows, and find what works best for you and your brows. So like I said, this is just an option, and this is what works best for me, but I hope that it can, work for you as well. Of course, that's why I'm giving you this tutorial. But then I just go in and add some lip gloss to it, because all I need is brows, lashes, and lip gloss. But if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really hope you guys enjoyed this eyebrow tutorial. Go ahead and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you in the next one.